Hey there, comic friends and fiends. It's Rob in front of the Great Wall of Comics, and giggling as always is Chris, the comic vet. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. With us, as always, joining us, your fellow countryman, James, and countrywoman, Beth. Welcome to the show. Today is a special um, edition of Slab Hub. So instead of opening up and revealing books that I already have in my collection, um, so CGC and CBCS were nice enough to actually get some movement moving on some of my books, and I have some books here to open and reveal. Now, I've taken the liberty of cutting open the boxes so that way we can cut down on some of the rigmarole. Interestingly, so the CGC and CBCS shipments, I'm doing a project where I am tracking the lead times because everybody's all really fed up with CGC lead times. And so one of the questions comes, is CBCS really any better with their lead times right now? Right. And the only way to get that is to actually track the information. And you have to do multiple data points because one single data point is not a valid sample size. Fortunately, I do a lot of slapping. So since the beginning of this calendar year, I have been tracking everything. I mean, I'm tracking the day I ship it out, the day they log it received, the day they send it into pressing if it's being pressed, the day it goes in for grading, the day it goes into standby, and the day it's shipped. And I'm also tracking what their ETA is based on what their website states the turnaround time is at the day they receive it. So that's a lot of different data points tracking. So this is actually only the first one. So these shipments, the CGC shipments that we're going to open up today, were sent in on January 11th.
Oh my God.
Surprise! What's interesting is that these CBCS ones I got back were sent in on January 18th.
There you have it, folks. There you have it.
Now, the CBCS ones were fast press, not fast tracked, fast press. So they were just being pressed one time, as opposed to being fully vetted pressing. And they all had signature verification on them. The CGC were clean and press. They had obviously no signature verification because CBC or CGC doesn't do that. What's interesting though is I sent in some 20 books on January 11th. It was 2 shipments or 2 orders because there was one set of that were value and one set that was modern. The value should have had a longer turnaround time and would have had a estimated return date according to their timelines of August 15th. So I actually got them back faster than their stated turnaround times. Interestingly, however, all the modern books that were sent on the same day and received on the same day, which should have had a shorter turnaround time, estimated to be returned on July 16th. So we haven't quite got there yet. They're still just sitting and received. They haven't even yet been scheduled for grading or pressing even because they actually have a quick press. Or they might be in pressing for all I know. I haven't been billed for CCS on it yet. So it's really bizarre. Who knows what the hell CGC is doing on all that, but we'll see. Like I said, it's just one sample size. We'll get more as we go. What is interesting, some of my I have stuff based on turnaround times right now at CGC that won't be back until February of next year.
My word. Incredible.
What's also interesting is, so these shipments I sent in January, the time to receive it, if you just want to know how that's changed, right? Just receiving shipments. In January, it took 11 days from the day that it was delivered to their door before they received it in their system. Not bad. I'm tracking my March shipments. Took 19 days. The April shipments have taken 46 days to be done, and I'm still waiting on May and June to be received.
Incredible. Exponentially, it's just getting
it was
larger.
Double.
And
It was like
larger
doubling.
and
It's like you're
larger.
all this is not, and now they're gonna, and now CGC is gonna start taking video games.
Yeah, we'll see if Jay-Z can clean up that mess.
Now, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, what's interesting is CBCS is they have they're checking in stuff and receiving it in their system that is on fast track or quick stream or the 2-day stuff. But the regular modern stuff, they're in no rush to get logged into the system either. I have stuff that was delivered early June that still hasn't been received into their system. Although CBCS claimed to me when I asked them about it, they claimed that they log when it was delivered and they start your clock then and not when they enter it into the system, supposedly. Supposedly. Now, last piece before we get into the boxes here. Very interesting thing with CBCS, though. They have 2 different sets of lead times posted on their website. Who knows which ones you're supposed to believe? If you go to the pricing section, there's the pricing, and it has a lead time for each of the different tiers, all in this nice grid. Well, there's a separate, if you search through their website, there's a separate thing that says current lead times, and that is exponentially longer than what's stated on the pricing chart. So who knows which one is accurate? Probably the longer one. So I actually went through and adjusted myself. Anyways, we got a lot of stuff to get through, so let's get into it here. Chris, thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure as always, man.
Let's also say hello to Daryl. Daryl, how you doing? And of course, Wesley. Smoking too much weed at CGC gets them off track.
Well, I don't know if you should be smoking weed in Florida.
I think
don't they go hard on
I
people down there?
Well, I think in Florida they're more of a bath salt kind of people.
Oh,
all right. Anyway, so let's get it. What I'm going to do today, I think, is once we get these top 3 boxes are CGC slabs, and then this bottom box is all CBCS. So I think when we get past the CGC, we'll take a break. We'll give our first giveaway of the day, and then we'll get into the CBCS.
All right.
Marty, how you doing? All right. So these top 2 here, these are actually pre-order from online dealers that had so they're guaranteed 9/8. So I know they're 9/8, but they came in and I said, hey, as long as I'm opening up slabs, let's go ahead and do the slabs all at once here.
So we had 2 from retailers, 1 from CGC, and 1 from CBCS.
Correct.
Just to clarify for everybody.
Correct. I have 3 signed books with COAs at EGS currently. They say they should be done around July 21st and shipped out back. Yeah, so EGS is, I haven't used them in the last 6-7 months. I did send them 4 or 5 books for testing purposes, just to try them out. Not a significant sample size, but their lead times I would expect are much faster as they are not dealing with the same volume.
He mentioned a little bit later that he sent them in May.
Oh, he sent them in May.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually kind of long for them because they supposedly quote like 14-day lead times, but
the bubble that we're all experiencing for the hobby right now,
right?
Man, I'm telling you, all the grading companies are just rolling in the money. Let's be honest, just rolling in the money.
Well, and PGX East seems to be going pretty fast right now. I don't know what their volume is. I'm actually scheduling. So as you may know, my other show, Sidekicks Talk Comics, is going to be making a triumphant return very soon. Slots coming back to do Sidekicks Talk Comics. We'll be moving it to Tuesdays. More information coming later. But for our first show, potentially, we may be having Rob Pillsbury from PGX East join the show. He reached out after my recent video about my thoughts on PGX East and their 9.8 Wednesdays, and he wanted to come on the show talk about it. So I'm happy to have him. Let's see. CGC also brought. We know that. Yeah, who knows what that's gonna do? All right, this first one here is from Amorphous Inc. I bought this a long time ago. So actually, this box, Amorphous Inc. packs way better than what this box will indicate. I cut open this box and it was filled with packing peanuts. So I went and dumped all the packing peanuts out because I didn't want to deal with packing peanuts during a live show. So this has just got one book in here. And
Shadow Tapia's family, we see you in the chat.
Yes, indeedy. How you doing? All right. Oh, this had a double condom. It wasn't getting any comics pregnant. Let me pull off this one too. All right. No need to cover the label, the grade on this because we know it's a 9.8. Well, actually, I guess not. I guess it was a 9.6 or better was what I was guaranteed on this one, because this is a signed book. Strange Academy. Oops, let me make myself big. I can do this. There we go. Come on, host. Can you do it? There we go. Strange Academy #4, Peach Momoko variant, signed by Peach Momoko. So it took it a while to get here because it had to go to Japan to get signed and then make its way back for grading. But
can you give us a scroll, Rob, with the book? Very nice. Very nice.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, yeah. Now we can see that. Yeah. She did a great job with this cover, actually. Look at that.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
So, nothing special, I guess, with that book, but hey, it's a nice cover. Early in the run, they're still introducing people. So I think the next issue was the issue where they first introduced the Hollow. Maybe the Hollow was cameoed in there. I'm not sure yet.
James just asked if you wouldn't mind sharing, how much was the price of Peach's Auto?
That was a while ago. That book has literally been sitting waiting for, it's been so long. It seems, because I pre-ordered it. But if I want to try to satisfy. Can I find it, or did it disappear off my list? Strange Academy 4 Slab. It's not letting me see the order. I want to say it was probably $150 or 120 or something, somewhere in that range for a guaranteed 9.6 or better, with the because there's no invoice. Yeah, no invoice in that box. 9.6 or better signed book through Amorphous. I had a discount code with Amorphous Inc. So it's a Comic Mint book. Amorphous Inc. Hooks up with them, and typically there's a membership, or there's an inside group within Amorphous Inc. that usually you get like a 10% discount if you log in with the members code and whatnot. And it's kind of nice when there was a hot book. They have inventory that's segregated for the members. So even if there's a book that's super hot and people are buying it up and whatnot, it's a little bit less to get. As far as getting her SIG, it's only hard because she's in Japan and she hasn't been traveling.
But she was doing cons before the pandemic broke.
Yeah.
Just for those that don't know, she did regularly go to cons.
Yeah. And she's blown up during the pandemic. So the demand is much higher. She hasn't been traveling. So there has been mostly, I would say, with the books that I've got a few that have signatures. I even have one more that's still waiting. I'm waiting on for 8-9 months now. That was out for signing with her through either Golden Apple or through Frankie's. They were doing a lot of covers peach, and
Yeah.
they would periodically send batches over to her for signatures and whatnot,
Yeah.
and then getting also some remarks on some of them, but the remarks were really pricey and limited. But yeah, I'm waiting for the day that she does come over here, because I really would like to get my Strange Academy #1 Peach Momoko's signed by her. Let's see what else we got here before I go. Yes, the mustache is epic. It was the last remnant of my full beard, of my Santa beard. How's it go? Oh, from the beach, you bastard.
Wait, what?
He's watching from the beach while he's relaxed on the beach. He's probably trying to get away from the heat.
Oh.
You know,
is Big Dave out on that left coast with you?
I don't know if he is or isn't, but it's been a little warm, and he's going to beach. He's either on the East Coast or the West Coast. Certainly not in the middle.
It's been warm on every coast.
All right. Love the merch. Yeah, let's not even get into the merch. I have nothing. Oh my God. I was trying to get some stuff made just for some shirts for myself. And, I got some mugs for some folks. And then I decided to say, well, maybe I'll go get some more mugs. Well, my problem was I ordered them through Zazzle, because you're making very small lot purchases, right? And Zazzle has played games rejecting my logo over and over again, because it has partial images of comic book covers, supposedly, even though you can't read a single one of those covers names in full or anything else. They've been claiming that it's copyright issues and blocking my my stuff. But then they would print some, and then I'd resubmit for another order, and they'd say, oh, sorry, we can't do it because it's copyright. And I'd be like, oh, wait a second, you already printed it. Oh, well, we messed up. We shouldn't have done that. So it's been a nightmare. And in one of the other mug places, or one of the other places I looked at to get some more stuff done, they can't do that many colors on a mug. So I have to go do some more investigating. But
your bad mood kind of reminds me of another YouTuber that I know that seems to be in a bad mood now and then too, and he's kind enough to join us.
Well, Taylor and I have more stuff in common probably than we don't, even though we pretend to have many things not in common. But anyways.
Hope you're well, Taylor.
Yes, Taylor. All right, so here I have, this was another one. This was from, was this Comic Mint? Yeah, Comic Mint had a sale over the Independence Day weekend. They had a buy one get one half price slab deal.
Okay.
So I found a couple slabs. When you aggregate that price, it makes it very reasonable. So I picked up a Strange Academy #1, the second printing, because I had a lot of #1s. I had a third printing. I had fourth printings. I actually didn't have a second printing. And while I normally think that printings are, subsequent printings are worthless and mean nothing, I still stand by that. But I like the cover.
As a child of the 70s, I was brought up that same way too, Rob.
Well,
I think we're wrong, but
none of my first printings have this cover. Right, I have all these variants. I didn't have the main one, so this was a chance here to get the original cover, even though it's a subsequent printing. So
is that a Ramos cover?
Yes.
Or Scotty? Okay, yeah.
So this is no, this is a Francisco Herrera cover.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, Ramos Interiors. So that's of course the first appearance of A Billion People, and then this one here. Star Wars: The High Republic #1. I have this in a raw book, and I was getting ready to send it out. It came back from pressing, and before I sent it to CBCS, I found a bunch of color rub on the back cover, which I don't recall being there, but I can't say for certainty it wasn't there. So I can't blame my presser, but I was sure as hell wasn't going to send it to CBCS. So to get one that was already slabbed as a 9.8 to get that cover, I said, all right, let me add that to my collection. All right, what we got here? We're not talking about our barbecue and whiskey love. Well, everybody loves barbecue and whiskey. If they don't, they can fight us. Let's see here. Sounds kind of good. The barbecue, not the whiskey. I don't drink alcohol. Well,
What?
no, hey, hey, never knock anybody for not drinking alcohol. There's many reasons why people may or may not drink alcohol. Either they just don't like it, or there may be other issues, and that's fine on them. Everybody should make their own choice. The important thing is that if they do drink, they drink responsibly. And don't drink and drive, or you can fight us on that. All right. Let's see. Yes, child of the 70s. You have a rare variant, Strange Academy 1. Apparently, I don't see too many. It's only worth about $40 though, as a first print.
Give it time.
Which, well, it could be. It could be. There are some weird ones. Like I have the Scotty Young Direct. You can only get it directly from his website.
Right. Jay Scott did the same thing.
Right. Well,
Arthur Adams has some shorter prints too.
Yeah. But it's really weird. But it's really weird because there was a Scotty Young variant that was released through the stores, and there was an exclusive to his site, and like that one's not worth nearly as much. And you would think, hey, it was a limited. We can only whatever. Anyways, let's see. I always tell your friends you're drinking. I will be your DD. Designated driver. Okay, I thought for a second we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, which would be okay too because drinking all that. Let's see. I'm having whiskey and beer at the beach right now. Great. Well, it's okay because I like my comics, my coffee, my whiskey, and maybe 3 people.
I'm one of them, so.
Well, he thinks. All right.
Savage.
All right. So let's get into this one here is the actual CGC submission from January that just came back. Again, this was the value tier, which doesn't exist anymore. So it's actually back earlier than their projection. This was the one that was supposed to be August return, but it came back early. Ironically, the modern books that are supposed to be back in 5 days haven't even been scheduled for grading yet. All right, just putting boxes out of the way. Let's take care. We move this is the back side. Okay, good. This is the side I can't see anything.
Well, Sapphire, glad you're here, man. That it's we know it's still morning there in the Pacific Northwest. Would you call yourself the Pacific Southwest where you are then, Rob, or just straight up California?
I'm middle of California, so I'm about the same. If you go across the country, I'm just like around the middle of the country.
Okay.
Middle of the continent. Because Southern California, you got to remember, Los Angeles is still 400 plus miles south of me. We're kind of a long state.
I have no idea what that unit of measurement is that you're using. But anyways.
It's even more kilometers.
Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah. Here's an interesting factoid for everyone that's watching. Most of the people watching do know that I'm in Ontario. But the most southern tip of Ontario as it cuts into Michigan and New York is actually on the same parallel that the most northern tip of California is.
Yeah. Well,
Slab Hub, baby. Slab Hub.
I always find it fun when people come from the East Coast, ask me about like earthquakes in Southern California or something. And you're like, you understand that's like a fire in Florida and you're in Pennsylvania. All right. What book is this here? Okay.
Let me guess the number. Okay, we're looking at The Amazing Spider-Man. For everyone that's watching, that's still Stan Lee at the helm. And John Romita Sr. did the interiors and most likely the cover without anyone else's help. I want to guess, is that issue... My gut's saying it's like 70s, but my brain is saying it's like 57.
Well, so I'm going to go with 40. It says 42 right there on the cover.
Oh, well, I can't see that. I'm too small.
Okay. So this is the first full appearance of Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah.
With today we would still call it a cameo because it's really only last panel, but it's the first time we really see her in full. And she utters the famous words, "Hey, Tiger, you hit the jackpot," in the very last panel. So I have a copy of this right now. But I thought this would be a better copy. I was hoping for a better copy. The copy I have right now is a 4.0. This one does have some ink colored in. You can see Spider-Man's eyes are colored in, and somebody gave some mustache there to Jameson. But the book itself was in better condition than what I had. I was expecting this to come back 4.5 was what I was expecting to come back. And we have a 4.5. All right, so that means I went up a half grade. My other book is a 4. I also have a 4 and a 4.5. Happy to have that. So first time in Cameo. We're calling this, attributing this now. Mary Jane Watson's face revealed for the first time in Cameo on the last page. Second appearance of the Rhino, which of course shows up in 41, which I still need to get myself a hold of. Cool. That is awesome.
For those that are, I see Taylor saying that he can. His eyes say it's a 42. I'm doing this on my phone, so my phone is probably the size of this bookmark, and it's even Rob is even smaller in size, and I can barely see myself. So yeah, it was literally just a guessing game because Rob is probably the size of 4 American quarters put together.
All right. So here we go. We got another one. So this is the second appearance of the Lizard.
Yes, sir.
ASM 44. So this one, I'm expecting it to be a 6.0 is what I had written down.
Wow.
7.0. Nice. I'll take that every day.
Very, very nice.
This one was expected to be in better condition initially when I bought it on eBay, but then the seller contacted me and told me that as he was putting it in the bag or getting it ready, this chip fell off the corner of the cover, and he asked me if I still wanted it, or if I, and if so, he gave me a discount. He was going to give me a discount, or if I didn't want it, he'd let me out because it wasn't in the condition that he had pictured to sell it. Total honest seller, totally dug that. I decided to keep the book. I think I paid $75 for this book.
Oh man, wonderful.
So
wonderful.
Yeah, super, super happy. That's beautiful. And what's really great is when I see something like a book like this come back and they put CGC puts a 7 on this, right? That really helps me to gauge.
Yes.
Because those mid grades are tough.
Yes.
Really,
especially with that Marvel print back then, that Marvel chipping, infamous.
Yeah. So obviously off-white to white pages. Yeah, I think all these are all ASM books, by the way, and I expect them all to be off-white to white pages or worse. All right, let's see. All right, next up, let's see. We've done 42. We did 44. Unfortunately, I don't have a 41. I wish I did. No 43. But here comes the third appearance of the Lizard. So ASM 45. This book I was super happy with the condition it was in. This is another book I paid like $75 for. And I was expecting this book to come back in, let's see, this is ASM 45. I have it down as a 6.5 to 7.0.
It evens out over the last 2 books. Look at it that way.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, this is like the yellow. I'm like, the condition of this one's got chipping on it. I mean,
what's the color of the pages?
Off-white to white pages. Okay. Okay, I see why. Shit. So this one, you're not going to see it, but there is a corner crease that runs from up here down to about here. So it is like a 2.5 to 3 inch. About 7 to 8 centimeter.
Right. Thank you. Appreciate it. The rest of the world appreciates it too.
Corner crease that does break color slightly, especially as it goes through the N.
Now, Rob, did you have these pressed by CGC?
Yes.
Okay. So possibly that may have been a 4.5 to a 5.
Yeah. Yeah. All these books were cleaned and pressed. So
okay. It is. It's
Okay.
still very bright though, Rob.
No,
I
it
had that issue as well, and that is very bright.
Yeah, displays well.
Yeah.
5.5.
Yeah.
Third appearance of the lizard. Love this cover.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, if we're going in order, it is okay. Good. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 73. First appearance of Man Mountain Marco. This book, I love this cover. I don't know why. I don't really care for Mountain Marco, but I've always just totally dug this cover.
Are you left-handed?
No.
Okay, I was wondering if that's why, because Marco's left-handed.
Well, at least he's punching with his left ear.
Yeah.
So this one here, I have what do we say? This is ASM 73. I have this logged down as being a 7.75.
Fingers crossed.
6.5.
6.5. That's it's
I'm
not off.
I'm in the ballpark, and I freely admit that from 8.0 to 4.0 is an area I'm learning a lot about still. I don't consider myself anything more than a novice at figuring out grades in that range whatsoever. So I'm happy to at least be close. That if I'm saying that my low end was a 7 and it comes back a 6.5, I'm not terribly different on that. We do have white pages. Obviously, Ramita cover does not align with the rest of the book.
Taylor Winters saying that the Mountain Man is wearing a toupee there. Pretty good. And Shop for Comics. That's true. However, there is one fantastic cover where Spider-Man is standing over the Green Goblin, and he's kind of giving him a flex where Spider-Man gets his revenge on the Green Goblin. That might be issue 53 or 54, somewhere in that neighborhood. But yeah, it's one of my favorite covers from that run.
You'll start to see patterns. I mean, like I always say the same thing with World's Finest Comics sub 100. You'll see like every other issue, Superman has lost his powers, and Batman or Robin have his powers instead.
Speak of the devil, right? This is issue 200, and it's still happening. Superman has lost his powers. It's folding up like a wet blanket, right?
World's Finest Comics. It's like that. It was like their trope. Every time we turn around, let's take away Superman's powers because that's the only way we can make him interesting. But so yeah. Anyway, so there, I love the cover. It kind of looks like I guess maybe we need to cast Mel Gibson in the Mountain Marco. Maybe if Spider-Man was Jewish. Oh, well, never mind.
Let's not.
Sorry.
Disclaimer.
The opinions expressed in Slab Hub are not necessarily those of Chris or anybody else. Yes. All right. What did okay, so this one's not so this is the only book in actually in the so it was 4 Amazing Spider-Man. This one is not.
Okay.
This is a Batman 173.
Ooh.
So
hold on. 15 cents or 12 cents, sir?
12 cents.
Here we go.
So this is a book, actually, I'm curious to see what this is because I bought this from Flip Mode Comics. They had it when I bought it from them as a raw book. They were saying it was an 8590.
Whoa, that's big expectations from a book that's over 50 years old. Big 7.5.
I think they might have been off a little bit.
Little bit.
Which means
you know what? That black, the black that's on the cover there, if it's black, but it's showing up as black to me.
There's some.
It looks clean.
Yeah, like there's some
below the logo, and
there's some chipping here. See, this is the thing that bothers me is like sometimes about like it was an Instagram video claim sale thing. You can't see, they're putting 2 of them in a shot with a vertical camera shot. You could, the comic looks like hey, look at this. This is books a 9.0. Doesn't it look beautiful? And they're all in Mylar, so they even look better than normal. And you're like, you got to trust their grading. And so far, the first two books, this is one of the first books I got back. The very first book, before I even sent it off, once I received it, I pinged them and I said, dude, this has got a sub crease right down the flipping middle. How can you say that this was that value? And yeah, I mean, the 7.5 is still great for a book from 1965. Fortunately, I didn't pay a ton because it was raw and nobody else seemed to be really all that interested in it. But I'm learning about the boys at Flip Mode that they do some quick terse and expects they're doing high volume of books, so they're not spending the time to go through it with a fine tooth comb. They're doing like many of us often do, which is not take it out of the bag. Unfortunately, even though we know, take it out of the bag and board and look it over and check the pages and look for the stuff. We're not. Most of the time we're looking at, yeah, it looks good. All right, cool. Let's assume.
Yeah, it's good trade bait. A 12-cent Batman.
We're still going.
7.5.
We're still going with this.
Yeah, I see it's still going.
All right, let's take our pause for station identification. You're listening to WFMT, Slab Hub, Escucha. Wait, no, it's time for us to do ourselves some giveaway. So yes, given that today is a CGC and a CBCS kind of day, I'm thinking we just did the CGC slabs. It's time. The hashtag is going to be for this one. If you want to be, we're going to do a 7-book pool from the box. And if you want to participate, what you need to do right now is in the chat, type hashtag CGC Spidey. So that's
EY, everybody. EY.
Yes. Hashtag CGC SPIDEY. Thank you, Shop. We appreciate you encouraging the folks to hit that like button. Much appreciated. All right. Meanwhile, let me grab. While they're doing that, let me grab the box here off the floor. Oh God, there's a lot of books here.
Taylor. I look at Taylor's hashtag and I think of the Bee Gees.
Oh my goodness! Drink some more of this. What wonderful might be coffee.
No, I like Gentleman Jack. I got to be honest.
Gentleman Jack's not bad. It's very smooth.
Yeah, and that's probably why I enjoy it. I'm a little bit more of a Shine guy, I think, but Gentleman Jack, if it's offered, it's one thing I never turn down.
It's not in a lot of places. I used to drink it as my main one for a long time until I grew up.
Oh my God.
I'm more of a Woodford Reserve man, especially the double oaked if I can find it. I was in heaven. My trip through the Pacific Northwest, everywhere I went, they had Woodford Reserve, and many places had the double oaked on the shelf. I was living the dream. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off now. Now that I've said that, I have to give it another 10 seconds or so for the feeds all to catch up and people to hear what I just said.
Sorry, Taylor. It's a takeover. It's happening. Just smile and let it happen. Welcome to Slab Hub.
The important thing, though, is that you're drinking Jack Daniels. You're not drinking like Canadian whiskey straight.
Oh, stop it now.
Because that's just a mixer. That's just a mixer.
Stop it.
All right.
I hear a lot of Crown Royal fans getting upset right now. Stop it.
I stand by my statement. Go here to the
40 Krieg. There's a lot of good stuff.
StreamYard giveaway tool. Let me share that.
Ezra Brooks. Regrow hair. Let me know where I can get that stuff, Taylor.
So I'm going to start collecting my only 5 people.
No. Wow. I thought I saw like 7.
Let's see. James, Willie, Taylor, Shop, Beth, Marty. Nope, that's it. Only 5. All right, fair enough. Not everybody likes to play. Some people are busy. Some people are watching in the background.
This is true.
I like James Willie's chances then.
Blame Canada.
Yep. All right. So let's find out. Oops, no, let's remove that one.
Congratulations, Beth.
Let's see what Beth and James are getting this time. Okay, same thing as before. You can count. You can give me a number from the front, from the back, or we can go back and forth, back and forth.
All right, we're going 7.
And from the very front are some kids' books. So if we pull a kid's book, I give the person a chance to decline that book if they don't necessarily want it.
Okay. Well, Beth has 4 letters in her name. Let's count 4 from the front and see what she has to say about that book.
Sandman.
She will take it.
Number
She
2.
will take it.
Neil Gaiman goodness.
And we'll go 4 from the rear here on Slab Hub.
1, 2, 3, 4. Lady Death.
Very nice. Very nice.
She should not run around Canada in that outfit, although it was at least pretty warm up where James at not too long ago. James.
Oh, let me tell you, man. British Columbia is on fire.
I know he was telling me it's like 30 degrees Celsius. I was like, oh, God damn.
All right, let's do some front to back. And now, right in the middle for Slab Hub.
The Flash, number 52, minimal trade variants.
Very nice.
Very cool cover.
Very nice.
We had a good mix so far.
Now.
Star Wars Annual, number 2.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, I want that front book. Got it.
Not quite.
Okay.
But Liberty Legion, number 79?
Marvel Premiere.
No, 29. Marvel Premiere, Liberty Legion.
Some 70s goodness there.
Bucky out in front.
Yep.
Very cool.
Now.
X-Force number 1, polybagged.
Oh, man. There may be an investment in there.
Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
this is not
sorry.
polybagged. This is just a raw book.
Sorry, it's just Liefeld on steroids.
No. Well, somebody's on steroids. I don't know if it's Liefeld.
Look at Cable. My God. He's bigger than Colossus. Okay.
Well, he's got to be to carry all those pouches.
The pouch.
All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So last book.
All right. Now, right in the middle there.
X-Men Havoc, number 30, $1.25 goodness, and Wolverine. The X-Men's Havoc and Wolverine. I'm sorry. Let me reiterate. Yeah.
All right. Some Canadian love for a Canadian.
All right. So, put this down here. And let's
thick cable.
Put a Post-it on it. So I know that this is Beth. All right. Moving right along. Let's get into some CBCS goodness, eh? Oops, I better move this stack out of my way.
Reminds me of Kiss's Destroyer, Beth.
Oh, yeah. So, not quite sure. Trying to not take out my internet in the process. Not to show off my ass to everybody. Let's see, a lot of paper.
It is Slab Hub.
Woohoo! I'm making a mess in my house. All right, there's some slabs.
Ooh, they go side by side. Look at that.
More slabs. All right. Damn, it's a good thing the dog's outside right now. I'd never be able to keep the dog away from all this paper I just threw all over the place. All right. Go ahead and let me make you bigger for a second. You can entertain everybody. Tell them, do a song. Do it. Oops.
Well,
Let me make you.
I'm not going to sing Beth because Daryl seems to be leading the way on that one. Even though I've seen Kiss a lot of times. Just to plug my own channel for those that are not subscribed to my channel right now, you may want to consider. I'm on my road to 500 right now, where I'm going to be giving away a plethora of prizes.
What are you at right
now? 336, I believe. 336.
Oh, longer.
Yeah, so this one, just plugging it now. It's the road to 500. I've already announced some prizes, some of which are going to be Something is Killing the Children, cover A and cover B combos from issue 16. I'm also going to be giving away a 3-pack featuring those 2 books and the 1 in 25 Virgin variant where the main character, Erica, is hiding in the closet. And I have...
Erica's going to come out of the closet?
Right. I mean, here on Slab Hub, Erica's still in the closet at that point. So also, I'm going to be giving away some graded books. Once I get closer to 400, I will announce what books they are. They are going to be 9.8s, and they're going to be pretty special books. And with that said, just to carry on while Rob still is digging his way out of all that recyclable material there.
All right, drop my mic back down so you guys don't have to hear all that loud
cutting and gnashing of paper and plastic.
Bubble wrapping goodness.
Bursting.
All right, I have no idea what order this is in. So every single one of these books were signed books that were sent in to for signature verification. Canadian price variants.
No, Taylor, they're not going to be Canadian price variants. Although I do happen to have one right here. The very first comic book I ever bought was Amazing Spider-Man 274. And little did I know at the time that the 95 cents that's listed here meant that it was just for Canada. And it's also, as we can tell right there, a little bit special. And I know this because the young lady in my life gifted this book to me. And it's a 9.8. And here it says 75 cents. You are 75 cents and then 95 cents in Canada. And it's the direct edition. So little did I know, the first comic book I ever bought with my own money was a variant.
Very cool. I just got a British variant in a T. Ravis box. It was like labeled like 6p.
Yep.
That was very cool. All right. This first one up here, this is Mike Mayhew, Venom issue 32. I'm reading the back of the book, but this book, I hope I didn't comment. All right. Well, anyways, so Mike Mayhew, his homage to the Lethal Protector, and so signed down here in red.
Very nice. Do you remember how you came across that signature?
Oh yeah, I bought it directly from Mike Mayhew.
Okay, from his site.
Yeah. This book was available through both KRS Comics, and Mike Mayhew Studios, and I bought it directly from the artist. If I can, I often will purchase direct from the artist. Let them have that little bit of extra money since you know they did the work. And Mike has been very good to me. I bought from him in the past and had an issue with a book that actually I think is in this stack.
Okay.
So I'll maybe save that story until I get to it. But anyway, so Mike was good to me. So I like to take care of him. So there we go. Venom 32. And a 9.8.
Great cover by a great artist.
Yeah. So
some of his G.I. Joe stuff is incredible.
I completely lost track of paying attention to what the score was. And I don't know what the score is on these at all. I sent them in. When I sent them in, I assumed that they were all 9.6 or better. CBC, I did try to cheat on this one. CBCS hasn't even listed my score. These books, according to CBCS, don't even exist. They disappeared off of my orders, and they don't show up in my history on my dashboard, which is kind of interesting. So, anyways, Venom number 3. So this is a Tyler Kirkham variant. Oops. Oh, 9.8. Excellent.
Very nice.
So I have a 9.8 triple signed of the Virgin variant. I managed to get or Unknown Comics was doing some special event or whatnot, and they had some of these from their warehouse that they found and were selling. And this one had a little bit of a ding on the corner. Most of them did, but it looked like it was pressable, and obviously it was, because after pressing, we have 9.8 Venom number 3, first full appearance of Null. Signed by Tyler Kirkham.
Very nice.
Yep. So this might be one of these books, because I too am on my road to 500.
Yep.
And I'm a little bit closer. Not trying to say anything. I'm just saying it is. So this might be one of those books. Since I have the Virgin variant already, I might put this one up as one of my prize items.
Wow, that's a big boy book to give away. Good for you.
I mean, I know people are getting a little tired of Venom at this point, but, still, Venom 3 is still Venom 3.
We'll see what Al Ewing and Ron V can do with them.
All right. More Venom. I had a lot of signed Venom books. Oh, 9.8. Here we go. Venom 26, Virgin variant, signed Tyler Kirkham.
Man, those books were so hot.
Danny Cates.
Donnie.
Oh, it's a Danny. So whatever. Yeah. DC.
Very nice.
This is probably one of the hottest characters based on a visual to do absolutely squat.
Nothing. In the end, it's just the Scorpion.
Could we play? Wouldn't it be fine even if they kept that? But if he just didn't just disappear, it's like, oh, we left him in Venom Beyond in the future. We think.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I really feel reading that storyline right there, it was going bonkers. People were going crazy, picking up all those covers and everything. And then after the reveal happened, I kind of feel like a lot of people were just like, I'm done with Venom. I'm just done with this.
It was a big letdown.
Yeah, kind of like what happened with Black Winter with Thor.
Yeah. So, anyway.
But again, fire cover, man. Kirkham is fantastic.
All right. That was Venom 26.
I think you're 3 for 3 too, weren't you, for the 9.8s?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's another Venom 26. 9.8. Nice. This is the secret variant Virgin. Again, signed by Tyler Kirkham and Donnie Cates. So these were like what these were. I think I got these books. I ordered these books directly from Tyler Kirkham, again, directly from the artist. They were signed by him. Mm-hmm. And then later on, I subsequently sent them through a facilitator. There was a Donnie Cates signing. I sent them off for just a COA signing because the Tyler Kirkham wasn't there and knew that I would later on get it done. So, so very verified signatures, 9.8, awesome sauce.
Terrific. 4 for 4.
Next up,
easy now.
Easy. Hold now. Hey there. This one, I don't know what the cover is. It doesn't say on the back. So this must be a regular, actual, sold in stores. I'm trying to remember. I keep covering it the wrong side. It should be this side. Yes. Okay. Oh, yes. So Shang-Chi. This is the 1 in 10 retailer variant or incentive. So this I got from my LCS. My LCS had these books. The who is it? It is Gene Luen Yang. I think he's the writer, or no, I think he's the writer on the book. But he I guess he lives locally, and so he came.
Oh,
So he was coming by the store to and did a signing at the store. And although it was during pandemic, so there wasn't really an in-store signing. Instead, it was just basically subscribers, pull box subscribers, were able to request books and have them done. And when we came in to pick up our books, there they were. They were signed. So
did he? So did you have to pay for the signing? 9.8.
I think it was like $10.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Especially on the Shang-Chi, because that book may take off in the very near future.
so very cool. I like that. So yeah, cover story by Jean Young Yang. So it's the writer signed it. So very cool. There should be another one of these in here. Not that cover, but another variant. This might be it. I'm not sure. Well, this is all X-Men stuff on the back. Don't know what book this is off the top of my head. But the barcode is on the back. It's all X-Men on the back. And the barcode is on the back. Oh, no shit.
Wow.
This was one I was actually a little surprised if it was going to come back in 9.8, just because it was it was in great condition. But, holograms from the 90s, they get scratched up, and that's all.
God. Just looking at them and they get scratched.
Yeah. So verified signature, Andy Kubert. This was, and they even noted on it that it's because it's written on the book as well here that this was 5,862 of 7,500. So the man signed 7,500 books apparently, which is probably why the signature looks a little.
It's probably one 1/10,000th of the print run for that book too.
But
that's great. A 9.8 in that book from that era.
Magneto rips the adamantium out of Wolverine.
Yeah,
that is awesome. So what year is this one? You remember?
95. Oh. So the Spider-Man ones were first 94.
93. October 93. So you're very close. But yeah, that is awesome. That hologram just, I wish it doesn't really do it justice here, but I mean,
that's they figured it out much better because the amazing,
well, but and in person, these cases are so clear that just pops like mad.
Right.
I remember, so impressive.
I remember the X-Men one for that, and there's a couple other ones as well. They were so much nicer than the 3 Spider-Man ones that we got for Amazing, Web, and Spectacular. The Web is the green cover, Amazing is the black cover with Spider-Man 2099, and then Spectacular is the blue cover. And I remember thinking that those holograms, they were just cheese, right? But they really figured it out by the time those X-Men ones came out there.
Yeah. I can't remember, but I could have sworn I think I got that book from a mystery box.
Nick's Kicks and Comics has joined us. Thanks for coming, my man. Ayo.
Ayo. All right. Next one up here. This is okay. So this should be it, I'm thinking, because this is 10 and it says X-Men on the back. So I'm pretty sure that this is probably the book. Okay, so this is the Virgin. Ooh, Mike Mayhew.
Some more Mayhew love, yes.
With X-23 on the cover. 9.8.
Boom. Patting 1,000.
That is a sexy cover.
Great cover.
I just love it.
I like that he's even homaged that cover himself. Because there's a couple different covers to that now.
Well, yeah, he did the zombies one, right?
Yeah.
So now here's how it all starts. It started with this book. So
that's it.
This is the trade. It's signed and it's remarked.
With dear old dad up in the top. Yes.
So this is the book I bought from Mike through his site. At the time, he was selling remarks directly through his site. He had just started doing his online sales. And there was, I can't even remember what it was, but there was something where it took forever, or the books, I was waiting patiently for my book is what it was, and giving him plenty of time because I know that these artists are busy doing lots of different things and everything else. But then I saw something on his Facebook page where he said he mentioned, like, it was like a month ago post, and he mentioned that everybody should have their books and blah 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 and everything else. And so I reached out and I'm all, hey, here's my order number. I saw your Facebook post saying that everybody should have these, and I haven't seen it yet. Could you double check for me? And he realized that he fucked up and hadn't done mine. And so he's like, oh, I'm going to get to it. And he apologized profusely and all this stuff and explained how what was going on and stuff. And I was like, oh, no worries. I'm cool. I mean, you're all this stuff. And he goes, I'm going to make it up to you. And he's all, so, I mean, I had already paid for the remark, although I think the remark I paid for was a simpler one. And so he gave me an enhanced one. But then he sent me this
The
book,
matching version. Yeah.
the Virgin. I didn't pay for the Virgin. He sent me the signed version for free. And he sent me the signed trade and version of the Marvel Zombies variant of this,
What?
which I then gave those out in mystery boxes a while ago. But actually my very first mystery boxes, where every single box had like a signed book in it, whatnot.
So can you hold those two of them up together?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to everyone watching, the greatest quote I've ever heard on YouTube, said by Taylor Winder. I'm sure he's probably thinking, don't do it, Chris. But Taylor had a book like this where it was a trade and the Virgin, and he said these words: I'm going to give away the trade and keep the Virgin. And it just stuck with me forever. And now that we're on Slab Hub, I can say, yes, Taylor, keep that Virgin and get rid of the rest.
There are times where I do agree that I like the Virgins better, and oftentimes, and we'll hang on to them. But there are certain
that one works. That one works.
Well, in this case, first of all, we have the remarks, so yeah, this ain't going away. But secondly, there are times like the homage ones. Especially Mayhew's done a bunch of homage ASM books, and when you do those, or even like Peach Momoko's homage to Thor 337, the Virgin, it's nice, but without the trade that was part of the original, it just seems to lack.
Agreed.
But anyways, so dope. Happy to have that back in there, verified and authenticated.
I will keep the Virgin and get rid of the other.
It has potential. All right. Well, it's been too long since we had a Venom book, so why not throw up another Venom book? Oh, more Mike Mayhew. It's another Lethal Protector, the gold one. I did not get the black. There were 3 of these. There was a red, gold, and a black. I just did the gold and the red. There we are, 9.8. Our Mike Mayhew goodness. One more stack of books, and that's going to be it. We on this long edition of Slab Hub. This is another Mike Mayhew Studios, according to the back. So, Amazing Spider-Man 250 cover swipe. Oh, okay. I remember which book this is now. This is one of those ones we're talking about where we're going to cover swipe it, and I couldn't get the Virgin variant because, man, if I can hold this straight, or I swear, again, the trade becomes part of it. But I like his little Green Goblin up in the corner. Green Goblin.
Good signature placement too.
It's great. Buy it. Behold the face of fear, Green Goblin. But oh, this is CBCS. I like you.
Boom.
This is Norman Osborn returns as the Green Goblin, Sin Eater, Kindred. Well, it's a bunch of Nick Spencer bullshit, but the cover's nice.
We don't talk about Nick Spencer on this channel, everyone.
Unless we need to we're too excited and we have to calm ourselves down.
Right.
Because nothing turns us off more than Nick Spencer Spider-Man.
Issue 75 is coming.
Speaking of Nick Spencer Spider-Man,
55.
this is issue 48, Legacy 849. So I'm guessing from the back of these, this must be some of the Inyok Lee. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I have that cover as well. Beautiful.
Yeah. I actually have a second one of this one. So this one is one where I got this from KRS Comics, and I got it and it arrived damaged in the corner. And they sent me a replacement, and they told me I could keep the other one. So
Terrific.
so the other one is being pressed, trying to see if I can get the crease out of it to have myself a second one to potentially give away at a future date.
Yeah. Lee does some great Spider-Gwen stuff, I gotta admit.
Okay, this one fooled me for a second. I thought this was Scott Campbell, J. Scott Campbell, because the back of the book, the way that...
Yes, that's, yeah.
But it's Tyler Kirkham.
Oh, okay.
So this should be... Oh, I have both cover A and C in here. So this is cover C. So we have...
Wow. That's great signature placement, too, right above Spidey.
Yes!
Wow.
And the crowd goes wild. Whew.
You getting nervous?
Dude, I'm nervous. If the next book is cover A, I'm really nervous because, and it is cover A, because this cover is fire. Please be a 9/8. So cover A. Everybody loves themselves some Gwen Stacy, Miles Morales, except for maybe me. I like them separate, not necessarily together. I don't feel the need to ship everybody in the world, but whatever. Anyways. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
This is the Super Fire Run.
Now they're not connecting though, are they?
No.
Okay.
They're just there were 3 covers of the same for the same book, this Amazing Spider-Man 15.
Yeah.
The cover B was Spider-Woman.
Okay.
I did not get cover B.
You got no love for Jessica? Is that what it is?
Actually, what it was is I bought those. Those were again on a Tyler Kirkham was doing a live feed at Unknown Comics, and it was what was available.
Oh, okay.
It was a live sale. This was also a live sale item, and this, my friend, is awesome. Although Taylor's going to tell me it's derivative, or well, actually not this. No, the book itself. The character is derivative and of no value because Taylor doesn't like this character, but that's his problem. And that is Punchline number 1, a sketch cover by Tyler Kirkham.
He did 9/8.
He did 5 of them.
Very nice.
On the blue sketch cover, because there were like 4 or 5 different variants for the sketch cover for Punchline 1, because yes, we need to have 8,000 different. Well, I guess it's better if Punchline is equal to Ben Reilly. At least it's Ben Reilly's kind of a cool character.
Yeah. And Ben is coming back.
At least it's not Kane. Which
I have a legitimate question for Taylor. Taylor, has any of your books been graded before or slabbed before?
First Punchline in her own title. Punchline's name revealed to be Alexis K. Origin of Punchline. Bluebird cameo. Only issue. Verified signature and sketch on cover. Nice.
Taylor must be signing lots of autographs for it to be verified.
Well, and he puts his different autograph on his sketch covers.
Right.
So he does a full name, different whatever. But I was actually kind of cool. I got to watch him sign. I watched him draw this because they were doing it, even though it was during a live sale. So he was live on streaming on Facebook, and so I was able to watch as he drew my cover for me, which is awesome. Let's see, what do I say here? Oops, I say my art books. No, they're too big and thick to slab. Books I've collected, I have 20 something out at CBCS. oh, that's cute. It's 20 bucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shots fired.
No, hey, look, slabbing books is expensive, and it's not for everybody. Not everybody is ridiculous as I am, and can put on a 14 weeks plus of show and not repeat their slabs. I mean, that's just silly. But I think I have, between CGC and CBCS, I have like 160 something books out. I'll just off the top of my head, roughly guessing, it might be more. Conservatively, at least there's at least 160 books out between the two of them. Not everyone needs to overcompensate with their slab wall. Well, that's okay.
And there's that mean right hook coming back.
I've been married at 24 years. She's happy with what she gets, so that's all it is. All right. How about some Scotty Young?
How about some Scotty Young?
How do you feel about Scotty Young? What do you when it comes to art? How do you like his chibi-esque art?
I really, really liked the Renew Your Vow stuff he was doing, and he did a limited series a couple of years ago for Rocket Raccoon, and the interiors I didn't like that much, but when he draws normally, like not the cutesy little not the little Archie stuff or whatever you want to call it, I really enjoy it. Some of the baby stuff I do like, some not so much.
It's hit and miss.
But there are times where I think people miss out on the fact that he's actually a great writer too, because they get caught up in this
Strange
cutesy
Academy
stuff. They get caught up in the cutesy stuff that he draws. But the cutesy stuff, I really think the Renew Your Vow stuff was some of his best, in my opinion. But to answer your question originally, I do like his stuff.
Yeah, I for me it's hit and miss. Some of it I really dig, and some of it's kind of I could pass on. But anyways, this was
kind of like Peach for me.
King in Black, #1. Scotty Young retail exclusive, so it was only available from Scotty Young's website. Stupid Fresh Mess.
Yep.
Another 9.8.
Wow.
Acquired it, signed and slabbed, or not slabbed, but signed. So cool.
Very nice. He did do a Deadpool's Secret Wars cover where it was an homage to a scene where from the original Secret Wars series where the Hulk was holding a mountain over top of all the entire Marvel superheroes, and Scotty Young did an homage to it where it was the cutesy versions of the Hulk holding this mountain on top of everyone, but on top of the mountain, Deadpool was jumping up and down trying to press it down some more. So that's probably one of my most famous favorite ones, just because I thought it was hilarious.
All right, this is Marvel issue Amazing Spider-Man #50. Mike Mayhew.
Oh boy,
I'm getting a lot of glare right now, trying to control my glare issues here, but
let her rip. Yes, sir.
Tater chip.
Wow.
Nice.
She kind of reminds me of Dazzler with that pose for some reason. But anyways, that's a great cover.
In her pixie cut.
Yeah, great cover.
I think this is the variant of it. Same cover, more or less, in a variant. Yeah, this is the Virgin variant as we go back to talking about Virgins again.
Yeah.
Patow.
Wow. You're still betting 1,000, aren't you?
Yep. All these CBCS books have come back 9.8 so far. 2 remain. I can't say that I'm unhappy.
No, you can't.
All right. I'm trying to look at the back. See, the back is a tribute cover to Bozeman. All right. So I don't know what book this is. Oh, it's Shang-Chi. that other Shang-Chi. Again, same this the writer signing it. Patow.
Boom.
That's good. I mean, this back, is all black. And this was, the only good thing was that this never, and this is the A cover. So
Yes.
the only good thing was that it never made it to the store shelf. It was just I think they hand selected from they cherry picked their lot for the signatures for the subscribers, but
Okay.
still, that's awesome. Cool.
That's actually a really good miniseries. That Shang-Chi that came out, I believe, last fall. There's a new one that's out right now that's, in my opinion, just not as good as what that limited series was. And for those that want to, educate themselves on the character before the film comes out later this year, both of those limited series are actually good jumping on points to find out a little bit more about Shang-Chi.
All my COAs.
Oh, and that's it, folks.
No, I said they just returned all my COAs. So that X-Men was a Dynamic Forces book. That's what that was. Anyways, cool. All right, so we put those off the side. That means I can sort out COAs and slip them in. Our last book before we do a giveaway is our boy JSC. I think I know which book cover this is. I think. Ooh, there's more stuff in here. Oh, all of my paperwork. Let's slide that off to the side too. All right, let's cover this up. First of all,
The umbrella. Ella.
Snapdragon.
Ella.
Look at that. Her skirt's almost
Did
transparent.
he sign that in green?
He did.
Wow.
That skirt is almost transparent.
That is such fantastic work by him.
That's all you need to look at right there.
Yeah. She has a nice headband. I don't know what you're talking about.
That umbrella goes very well with her outfit. I don't know.
Yeah. I have that. I have a print of that. I believe I have a cover of that as well. It's to me, that's one of his most fantastic pieces of work.
All right. So, did we get another
Perfection
9-8 and finish this lot off perfectly? Yes.
Congratulations, Rob. Well done, sir.
That
well
is
done. Yes, and James Willie said,
fire.
"Save the best for last." He really did. He saved the best for last.
So much fire. I mean, the only way it would have been the best was if it was cover F, because that's my girl. I do like have cover F.
Yes.
Yeah, MJ redhead. I mean, blondes are great, but redheads. I mean, come on. Everybody knows. Whew. She is the jackpot. She says so herself. How can you deny?
I do like his the coffee cover that he did. That's a real good one as well. Along with the Renew Your Vows one, where they're both like taking a portrait picture.
You're talking about 601.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love 601. All right. So it's time for another one of these. I think this one was our CBCS run that we just did.
How about hashtag perfect?
There you go. Hashtag perfect. Go ahead and put that in.
I was thinking jackpot, but you just went perfect, and that's pretty damn rare, especially with a verified signature, considering how many hands those books have gone through to the point where they've been returned to Rob.
True that. And yeah, that's just everybody make an O face. Wait, well, that would have been better. We could have done that one, hashtag O face, but well. Next time. Let's see. I got 1, 2. I see so far James, Shop, Marty, Beth, Cat Fan. Anybody else? Taylor, you gonna hop in there and try to get yourself some books? We're gonna do another 7 book pool. Who else has been active in chat? Anybody else? Let's see here. Most of the active folks have been participating. Nix, if you're still around, don't forget to hit it in there. Hashtag perfect. Because I'm gonna, like 15 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and ended up. Nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. I just need Michelle Pfeiffer to say it.
Or Eartha Kitt.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Whatever we do, the important thing is it's not. No, well, I can't remember the actress's name, so let's move on.
Lee Merriweather, Eartha Kitt.
No, I was thinking the movie, the standalone movie, Catwoman.
Halle Berry.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, so let me add this to the stream here, and our hashtag we said was hashtag perfect. I make sure I spelt it right. I did. Okay, because that would suck for everyone else. 7 entries. Round and around and round she goes, and where she stops, the internet knows.
Oh,
Cat Fan Comics.
Cat Fan Comics.
All right. This is like first time in a while. I have to like send out 2 shipments. Wow. All right. I think we got Cat Fan before some good books. So let's see if you can pull out some more good books for him.
All right. So Cat Fan has 6 letters. Let's go 6 from the front and then 6 from the rear.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're grabbing the 6th book.
Yes, sir. Rob, blow yourself up there so they can have a good look at those covers.
Yes,
no one
right.
wants to see me.
Catwoman, perfect.
Look how we do it here on Slab Hub, everybody. Look how we do it.
Let me move this out of the way so I can put this down here. Cat Fan gets himself a Catwoman. All right. We said 6 from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We pull the 6th. So Teen Titans 25.1, the Trigon lenticular cover.
Very nice. DC did some terrific lenticular covers during that batch.
Did. I do love those lenticular covers. They are awesome. All right.
Now.
Run, Love, Kill. Some independent image goodness.
It's a nice cover, though.
Yeah, it is. It is a great cover. I love grayscale covers. Sometimes I think that I wish there would be more grayscale stuff. That's why I like the Jim Lee pencils and stuff and some of that stuff. Those grayscales, you can just sometimes get so much more detail than the color. Sometimes they just get the colorists try to take over the shading, those pesky colorists, just because the artist gets all the love.
I can't think of a famous colorist outside Terry Austin, but either way, now. Oh, you weren't even moving.
I was.
Okay.
Oh, another image book. Red One.
Red One.
Some Dodson cover. I do love some Dodson art.
Very nice. Okay, since the 4th of July just went by and Canada Day as well, which we celebrate our day on the 1st of July, let's go 5 from the front and 5 from the rear.
First up, Avengers 353.
Very nice.
The Black Knight. I didn't even know that book was in there.
Oh, Black Knight was about to become incredibly popular, being played by Kit Harington, a.k.a. Jon Snow.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Hopefully we'll get some snow.
No.
How about that? Some Black Panther.
Is that Shuri we have on the cover?
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice.
Either that or somebody's striking the very female pose.
Yeah.
right, so how many is that? That's 1,
That should be
2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6. All right, one last book.
All right. We'll do the roller coaster here. Try and get in the middle now. This is it, Cat Fan. Don't tell me it's signed by like Michael Turner.
No. I just don't know if this is a good book for him. Oh well, you get what you get when you pull. Random pulls, right?
Random pulls.
Squadron Supreme #1 of a 12-part limited series.
Maxi series of the 80s. I can remember when that came out. Squadron Supreme. Hey, if Marvel can make a franchise out of the Guardians of the Galaxy, I got news about the Squadron Supreme.
Right? You
Right.
never know. All right, guys. That concludes this extended duration run of Slab Hub. I can't even remember the name of my own show. That's how extended it's been today. Chris, why don't you tell again? Let me make you even. Let's make you an equal. How you doing?
Glad
What
to
you
be
got coming
up? Like I mentioned earlier, I'm making my big push towards 500 subs. If you haven't subbed me up, please consider.
Information is down below.
Thank you. Tomorrow, some point early Sunday, myself and Mark will be releasing Two Cool Guys Swap Picks on my channel, Mark from Legion of Comics, where we both give one pick each that we feel you should consider picking up this new comic book day. Tomorrow night, I'll be joining Mark and Ryan from the Cosmic Campfire on Mark's channel at week's end, where we do a spoiler-filled look at comic books from this past week and pulp culture as well. And Monday, I will be opening part 1, or maybe I'll open 2 if I hit, from Torpedo Comics, a Daredevil issue #1 mystery box. I got myself. Thank you. I got myself 2 boxes. If I hit on the first one, I'll open the second one just for shits and giggles, see what happens. But if I don't hit on that first one, I'll save the second box for the following week. And this Wednesday coming, it'll be live from my car outside my LCS, showing off the books I picked up for a new comic book day. And then next Saturday, I'll be right here again.
I did 4 of those Raza Ghul boxes. I didn't get jack, but that's the way it is. I expect to get nothing. So next week, actually, no Slab Hub. It's going to skip a week. Reason being, next Saturday, the third Saturday of July every year, with the exception of last year, we host a giant Southern style cookout, like hundreds of pounds of meat, all this stuff, a bunch of friends. Obviously last year couldn't do it. This year we are once again, thanks to restrictions being changed and vaccination levels, able to have a parsed version. So we're doing only about 40 or something people coming over, and only doing like 4 different meats. So I'll be smoking briskets and pulled pork and sausages and all that other fun, and chicken, and having a bunch of people over. So next week, no Slab Hub. The following week, we will return with another box from my collection of slabs. We are getting near the end, so unless something breaks free from CGC to feed us, we are getting close. We'll be done before the summer's out. But that's okay.
We may do a box of my own.
There you go. That'd be great. You could take the big screen.
Canadian edition. Yeah.
That's right. All right. So guys, again, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bar. Also take a look at the Instagrams down below. Both Chris and myself oftentimes will make announcements about content there via Instagram. So if you're not following us, please go ahead and do that. That's where I'll also be making informational announcements regarding the return of Sidekicks Talking Comics. So until next time, guys, do what you want, collect whatever you want. Don't listen to any schmuck, including myself, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. That is it.